Well, there's just two people left in the Republican primary for governor in California. You know, some people ask me, why would I want to run for governor? Because the state's really in a meltdown mode. $20 billion budget deficit, about 20% unemployment and underemployment. We have the public schools are deteriorating, thousands of people leaving every week. But this is actually a great time to be running for governor, because sometimes it takes a real meltdown like this in order to galvanize voters from across the political spectrum for change. Now, I'm the change candidate. I really think California is heading in the wrong direction. California's been run as the most liberal state in the country, and the results are in. It's been a disaster. It's basically bankrupt. So I'm running to overhaul the tax and the regulatory system to make California competitive again in this new 21st century global economy. Well, a couple things. My background is just so different than Meg Whitman's. I'm an engineer, I'm an entrepreneur, I build things, I fix things. You know, she's got great business experience too, but large company marketing experience is just different there. Also, I've run for office statewide and won. I've taken a large state agency and I shrunk it, being able to cut my operating expenses by 15% permanently. I may be the only person in Sacramento history that's ever cut anything. So I have the 20 years of experience at starting and running companies from scratch. I know how to bring jobs back to California, but I also have 8 years of success now in politics and public sector service. And that mixture of skills will really make the difference. Also, we differ on some important policy matters. Meg Whitman believes that the tax structure in California is okay. She doesn't support across-the-board tax cuts, thinks we can't afford that. I just completely disagree with her on that subject. I believe in across-the-board tax cuts. We have to cut taxes boldly across the board in order to revitalize our economy. So that's what campaigns are all about. There are differences, it's a competition, and then Republican primary voters in June will decide. I've signed a no tax pledge. I will never raise taxes. As a matter of fact, we've tried the Democrats' approach for 10 years. So over the last 10 years, the state of California has raised taxes or fees about a dozen times, and that's been a complete failure. Every time they raise taxes, it just chases more of the businesses and the tax-based jobs out of the state. So I absolutely want to move in the opposite direction. I actually want to cut taxes. So my proposal, the centerpiece of my campaign, is to cut sales taxes by 10%, personal income taxes by 10%, corporate taxes by 10%, and capital gains taxes by 50%. Now, those lower tax rates will produce more jobs, a larger tax base. Tax revenues will actually go up, not down. So I want to do exactly the opposite of what's been going on in Sacramento right now. I'm really proposing a game changer approach. That's why I'm running for governor. Poizner.com, STEVEPOIZNER.com. I've got lots of materials about my job cut, my job creation plan, my tax cut plan, and how I'm going to cut spending, by 10% also to help balance the budget. So look forward to people joining me on my website. Look forward to a lot of people helping out.